Hey everybody, well, got a plowed field, it played out, but I'm getting ready to go down this creek, but this is in the woods. Big piece of black Coshocton. But this is a very good place, very good indeed. You know, I've never creek hunted this, but I have permission, so I'm going to do it this year. And I was in here earlier in the year, and there's monster blocks of killer flint in here, so one of these days I'm gonna drive the truck back in here and let's start loading her up. You can see this piece right there. I already picked up a couple of pieces. Right, look at this. Why, fine, that's a freaking artifact. Look at that. Undamaged. This sucker's never seen no plowed field. Wow. Wow. Oh man. Well, let's just keep you on because I know this is going to produce. Right there's a killer hunk. Ah, look at that cord. It's beat. Look at that. That's been spalled upon heavy. Yeah, the other day when I found a stem point in Knox County. Oh, wow. Look at that stuff. This is the very birthplace. Yeah, this is where that big creek, this is where it makes its birth. Yep. Oh boy, look at the flint. This is like a little peninsula right here. I need to come in here and sift this. It's everywhere. It's everywhere, everybody. So this is the first time I ever got down in here and walked this ever. You know, I've given it a glance. I've hunted up there above for years. Surface hunting. Just surface hunting, but I've always kept this in my back pocket. I knew this would be a dandy. Bad day. So, wow. I'm going to end up finding something really great, I bet. This place is loaded with flint. Look at it, how it's bleeding out. Oh, wow. I'd love to sift this. Oh, boy, look. See, with water, I got water behind me. I can clean something off for once. Look at this flint. Right there, that's core. Look at that. There's human activity. Look at that, where they're spalling at that. Nice. Man, I don't want to have to drag that out of here, but that's that's a dandy of a core. I mean, that's glass like Flint Ridge stuff. Look at that big hunk of Nelly Gray right beside it. Man, I'm just going to sit it there. Like I say, when I get a chance to come back here in the truck, look at the flake of Flint Ridge. Black right beside it. Some more gray. Gee, many Pete's. Oh, wow. In a wood setting, you know what I mean? That much stuff. Ooh, I'm gonna fall. Man, I don't care about getting myself wet, but I don't want to ruin that phone. Wow. There's a stump that, just look at this. I'm going to get off here. I'm going to keep at it. But, man, everybody, just wanted to show you. Boy, oh boy, what an awesome looking place, huh? See ya. Well, everybody, I'm still in the woods. I got the creek behind me, but, you know, I saw some open areas, so I thought, well, I'll go up in here and look around. That's heat treated right there, buddy. There's flint everywhere. There's flint everywhere. I'm going to come back to this groundhog hole in a second. It's absurd. But, you know, this is laying right out in the woods. Look at that black Coshocton. It's just ridiculous. Man, I have permission for this. I might just come back into here and dig this. Because this is pretty awesome. I'd have to do some backfilling, obviously. But my property owner, so all I got to do is let him know what I'm doing, and he will not care. But as far as finding an abundance of flint just laying everywhere, that's just all over the ground. Right there's an artifact. Nice. Well, no, I jumped the gun on that one. I ain't gonna lie about it. Nope, that wasn't nothing. But, I mean, this groundhog, that's an old groundhog hole, so that's what he dug up out of there. So I have fountain points on the lips of groundhog holes. So let's go through this and see how he done here. Just an array of loose flint on the back side here. Make sure that you don't leave us a dandy laying out. It's just not there, everybody. It's just unbelievable. It's just flint everywhere. Lord, big piece of heat treated right there. Oh gosh, for a second I thought that was a point. I've never really arrowhead hunted directly in the woods before, but I'm doing it right now because it's really, it's just so bad out there. It's raining still. Get into here and get a little bit of cover. It's welcomed. Oh God, that'd be a big nutting stone out into the woods. I'm gonna let you go. I just had to show you that. It's just unbelievable amounts of awesome flint here. I think it's just a matter of time before I find something, so I'm gonna let you go. See you. Well, I'm still at it. It's crazy town in here. I mean, and I have to admit something. I found a reworked Leighton Big Sandy. Now I've walked down farther into here, and to my right, 30 yards is where I found that Leighton Big Sandy. So I mean, you can see it's just everywhere, guys. It's just guys and gals, it's everywhere. But look, that's why I turned you on. Nice. We'll take that. It's gonna be kind of awkward bringing it out of here, but that was a pretty decent buck. Squirrels went to town on him. You can see where they did some chewing, but they didn't get into the rack. I can't believe it, but we'll take it. All right. See ya. Hey everybody. Well, I'm going to tell you something. I'm standing on top of an outcropping. That's what's happened here. I've stumbled upon an old quarry site. Look at this. That's one big slab. It's huge. It's busted up. You can see it was one big slab at a time. Huge. And I mean, as far as finding black Coshocton, it's all over in the woods there, buddy. I mean for acres here. Yep, and I've got written permission. I don't even know what to say. I got something laying out over here. I got a great tool I picked up. Wish I'd live pulled it, but I didn't. But I'll just let it speak for itself. I'll shut up and I'll just keep showing what's up here. If you're an arrowhead hunter and you have found a black Coshocton point, well, hopefully you appreciate this, because this is pretty special. So we're going to do some live pulling. See what we end up with. It's just everywhere. And take all day long, pick through this stuff. So I'm just not going to do that, but there it is. Big preform right there. Look at that, where they see, just like the other day. See, rounded that off. That's all, and that snapped up pretty darn good. That might be it. I I'm gonna have to get that out of here. That's gonna have to go home. But this here, I mean, this is heat treated stuff, but look at the end of that. Napping work on that. It's heat treated. Got a big graver spur right there. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I imagine a person could spend probably a lifetime here. And then if you look, you can see the limestone. Yeah, that's nice. There's some good work on this. What a nice tool. There's a couple. That's probably the main part of that thing right there. The graver spur. Look, that's a hickory, right? But just bleeding out everywhere. It's sick. Can't believe it. Unbelievable. Off the charts. This, you know, boy, head scratcher, head shaker. You come in here and just rake, going here and just raking the embankment. If anybody'd ever want any flint, I mean, I get my truck loads here. Incredible. Unbelievable. Watch it. Some of that go right through these boots and put me in a hospital. And you know, yeah, when I come back here, there was a great big chunk of Flint Ridge back there. I mean, big one, probably about 30 pounds. So when I do come back here with the truck, I'm just going to load up. Alright everybody, I'm going to let you go. Back to the hunt. See ya. Ah, it's starting to stinking rain heavy again, but boy, I just got a great hammerstone. Look at the facet on that. Man, that's a good one. Out of the creek. It's polished. Back here, you can see where they was hitting it. It's like banded. Man, that's a great hammerstone. Good one. I'm loving that. I've got some dandies today. You know, it's more of the same. It's just ridiculous. I've been going up, looking up underneath this bank. I mean, it's just everywhere, everybody. I mean, look at this. Yeah. You know, it's just ridiculous. I've never, honestly, it's about as much as I've ever seen. And I live here, so I'm pretty astounded at the levels of flint down through here. It's just an incredible amount. It's almost like unhuntable. I mean, it's just everywhere. But you know, I'm trying. You know, I'm trying to keep my eyes peeled on stuff. It's just tough. I mean, it's everywhere. You know, it's not just Upper Mercer. There's Flint Ridge material in here too. Shoo. I mean, it's a bad day, so I'm just kind of moseying along and pilling around, right? I'm not sifting. I'm not in here working like a dog, you know, but I'm still having a good time scouting, you know. And that's a part of this whole thing. When you're an arrowhead hunter, you have to spend time scouting because, you know, you'll hit places and then basically you'll get everything out of it, right? You'll find all the pieces and then it's time to move on. But you got to keep always looking for new places to hunt. And everybody, I just found a ringer of a spot. I mean, I don't have to just hunt them fields around this place. I can get down in this creek and it's just off the charts. I mean, it's just all over. I've moved. It's been this way for the last 200 yards. I just can't believe it. I've got stuff in my pocket I haven't put in there. That's probably a tool right there. Yep. Right there's the platform for it. Big chopper or something of that kind. I just, you know, I'm way down in here, so I'm can't go packing everything out of here, but like I said, I mean, there's excellent diversity of flint. You know, right there. Excellent flint ridge. I'm taking that back just to go in the flower garden. That's awesome. But, you know, find a nice deer antler and all kinds of other stuff. It's been a pretty nice little scout here. Very productive. Very, very productive. Yep. Alright, everybody, I'm going to get back at it. See ya. Hey, everybody, how do you like my new rock flipper? Check this out. That sucker is huge. What a huge upper Mercer tool. I'm out here. I got out of that creek. I'm on the high ground in an open field here. It's been bean scrap above it. I mean, and I got a pocket. I got probably 20 pounds of preforms and everything else in here. I ain't gonna dig it all out, but as you can clearly see, just preform after preform after preform, and it's all over the place in here, just like it was in the creek. I won't forget that, like I did that button the other day, but it's just loaded in here. I haven't found a point yet, but you know, that's a big broken knife form right there. Back end of it. That's right there's a tool. That's nice too. Eh, maybe not. It's a real nice piece of black flint. Huh. Alright. Quit playing around here. Wait a minute. Preform, not a very good one. Just everywhere. These fields here, you know, they'll break your back. Straight up, just break your back. But here we go. Here, that's pretty nice. I haven't picked that up. There you go, live pool. Some kind of a big tool made of some exceptional material. It's got some chunk to it, but it's kind of like shafted. Yeah, that's pretty darn nice. How do you like my new rock flipper? It does a pretty good job. Alright, back at it. See ya. There, buddy. The old stick flipper, the old stone flipper, got her done. Yeah, that's a real nice blade. That's probably a preform too, to be honest, if I was putting my money on it, but that's a real nice one. There you go, everybody. Preform or blade. See ya. Alright, everybody. We'll start right here with these pieces because they were found in the creek. This is a graver, and it's been exposed to the heat. See iron leaching out of it. It's kind of pitted in some spots. It's a uniface tool. And it's really polished hammerstone. See, they used it right there, but wow, what a facet right here. And you can see right here where they had their thumb, and it's indented both sides right there. I mean, clear as a bell how this was a psh, 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 psh. What a nice hammerstone. right there on the site, you know, bleeding out of the embankment. So that's a quarry site. And as I get into that woods, and if I can find the right places around this area, I could discover some just massive caches. Massive. I'm talking 50 to 100, you know, arrowheads or great big blades or whatever they were making in there. I could just find massive amounts of whatever. But it's about locating the, you know, narrowing it down. You know, this is acres and acres, and I've got to narrow it down to a finite location. So this was found above it, above the creek in the open field. It's a big shafted tool. There's the shaft of it, and that's the business end. Probably a great big chopper. You know, they put it into a handle and, you know, chop with it like a machete or something. This is an unusual tool. Look how big this is. They went to town on this now. Here's some upper Mercer here. What I was finding in the creek is this stuff. You know, this is upper Mercer, but it's been heat treated, almost ruined. But all of it looked like this or this. So this was, you know, up in the field, basically right beside this. I mean, within 20 feet probably. But look at this thing. I find a lot of these large flint objects, these large tools. So you're going to see things from me that no one else is going to show you. That's my realities. That's a full piece. See right here, they pecked the heck out of that. For what purpose, I do not know. It's kind of a big knife tool. But this, well, this is a very typical preform. This is what they would do. So they were sourcing this flint from down there in that bottom, right? Hitting that outcropping. Bringing it up onto the high ground where their encampment was, and making preforms. And then you could take these preforms and take these with you and then make points or whatever what your need was. So I imagine these, you know, this is like still in the very early stages of making nice arrowheads. Right? Get it down to this level. I mean, you may choose just use this as a blade, but then again, you could take this down to a point form, or essentially anything you wanted. But you could package these up, make you 20 of these, and then leave my area and go do your own business if you're a native. But yeah, so you know, I'm going to show you so many of these that it's just. I don't even film them all, to be quite honest, everybody. I mean, just a lot of them are broken. This one here is broke. Sure is. But it's a very nice example. And I made sure to show this because, well, it's the flint that I kept finding in the hunt in the bottom of that creek bed. That's it. This, and, you know, huge source, but it's really not unusual. It's par for the course. So there you go, everybody. Not a bad one. Another place discovered to go and have a good time. Thanks for watching, everybody. See ya.